this place is amazing! Hey, friend. Good to see you. This place is incredible! Investigator Vale never went to Oblivion in any of her stories, so I wasn't sure what to expect. I was nervous when Lyrinth said I had to use a portal to get here, but this is great! And you're here now, so it's even better. A lot of crazy talk about conquest, Mehrunes Dagon, and staining the world with the blood of their enemies, but nothing more about the ambitions. Ugh, it's so frustrating. I definitively could tell that Emperor Leovic had certain records destroyed. Yeah, sorry. I know Lyrinth was counting on me to come up with some clue to follow. I thought I had a lead about one of their holdings, but I hit a dead end. It seems like the Longhouse Emperors took all the information with them to their graves. Mostly helping out around Leowyn, and I did a couple of small tasks for Governor Keshu, rounding up a few stray cultists, that sort of thing. Otherwise, it's been pretty quiet. Until Lyrinth contacted me, that is. She gave me the highlights. Weird Cataclysm devices, Sister Seldina, that evil Knockfrost guy. I'm sorry I wasn't there to help. I can't wait to meet the Anchorite, though. I always thought about getting a mask, like the Green Hood or the Scarlet Judge. She sent one of her creepy followers to bring me messages. That Rogatina woman. Letters mostly. But Lyrinth did stop by to give me final instructions on how to get to Fargrave. I got to use a portal key. That was exciting. She gave me the highlight.
The Longhouse documents were no help, and I still haven't heard any word from my contacts. Our next chance can be found at the House of Whims.
The House of Whims? That sounds intriguing.
Meet me at the House of Whims. It's time to explore the Anchorite's memories. Anchorite, Mehrunes Dagon was particularly interested in you at Ardent Hope. We must examine your memories.
So you're the Anchorite, huh? Neat mask.
Thanks. I like your bow, too.
Let us begin. Mortal, use the memory vessel to capture fragments of the Anchorite's recollections as the ritual progresses.
I know I agreed to take part in this ritual, but now I'm not so sure. Since my memories all came flooding back to me, I haven't been able to make sense of a fraction of them. I'm not sure what Madam Whim will find, or if it will actually help. No, not at all. I just doubt we're going to turn up anything useful. I got 20 years of memories restored in a few seconds. It may take more than a single ritual to sift through them all. Besides, there may not be any that can actually help us. Maybe. So far, though, I've had no luck making sense of all the memories. They still feel like they belong to somebody else, you know? Hey, have you noticed that Lyrinth is more serious than usual? A little more scary? Probably nothing, right? Yeah. Strange doesn't even begin to cover how I felt when he addressed me directly at Ardent Hope. Well, go ahead and grab the memory vessel and let's get this started. Who knows? Maybe we'll get some answers after all.
Use the vessel to collect the memory fragments when they appear. I will use the Anchorite's amulet as a focus.
Is this supposed to hurt?
There, a memory fragment. Take it.
The legacy of the Longhouse Emperors flows through her veins.
Keep going. We're close.
Another memory fragment. Take it before it disperses.
Learn tools, nothing. Fulfill your purpose, or you will be discarded.
No! Please, make it stop!
You're hurting her! Stop! Stop this now!
Foolish mortals! You try my patience! The Wood Elf had no right to stop the ritual. It was not her decision to make. Without any other lead, the Anchorite's memories were our best chance to determine Mehrunes Dagon's plans. Now we have nothing. You seek to quell my anger by suggesting we may still salvage something from this debacle. Very well. Show the memory vessel to Madam Wim. Let her tell us what it contains before I take my leave. We have no clue as to how to find the last ambition. The ritual was halted before it could fully sort the Anchorite's memories. Only one other avenue remains open. Sombrin and Kalia. The likelihood that I can locate them is slim, but I must try. Do I seem this? Well, you and Evely seem oddly calm for creatures whose very plane of existence is under threat. Do you enjoy it here in Fargrave? Shall this sandpit be your sanctuary once Mehrunes Dagon conquers your world? Go. Deal with Wim.
The Anchorite's memories are too scattered, focused. She has not yet come to grips with the fact that these newly restored memories belong to her. Let me see the memory vessel. Perhaps we were able to gather something useful after all. Ah, this is a very early memory. The Anchorite as a babe, hear her father's voice. I can use this, yes. Another early memory, but this time her father's voice is cold, commanding. These fragments vibrate with emotional veracity, a signature of sorts. I can use that to scry the location of the Longhouse Emperor, or, more accurately, his soul. If you find Emperor, you can talk to him. Get the information you need, directly from Moraka himself. I sense he is imprisoned in the Deadlands, in the Brandfire Reformatory. Take the Anchorite's amulet. It will lead you to the Emperor's soul. As I understand it, the amulet was a gift from father to daughter. Its connection to Moraka is strong. Use it in the Reformatory and it will lead you to him. However, what state his soul will be in after decades of torture, I do not know.
It's my amulet and my memories, so I'm going with you.
Very well. Take the Anchorite and explore this memory. See where it leads. Meanwhile, I will begin the hunt for Sombrin and Kalia.
You shouldn't go alone, Warren.
Let's follow it. souls are trapped in this place. I don't think this is what the Longhouse Emperors expected when they made their bargain with Mehrunes Dagon. A hidden door. I think we need to go in there. That looks like some sort of forge. I wonder if it still works. Did you hear that? It sounded like it came from the furnace. The furnace door is sealed tight. Why would my amulet lead us here?
Open the door. Your Emperor commands it.
The same voice from my memory. Emperor Morakar. There's a discharge labrum there. We need to find and charge some lucents. I think we can open the furnace door by using lucents. I want to see what's inside. See if that voice really belongs to Emperor Morakar. It certainly did like the voice from my memory. Let's find some lucents and figure out how this works. You need to find some lucents, preferably charged ones. The door opened. All I see is a chunk of slag.
Obey your Emperor.
Before you try anything else, let's talk. There's no doubt about it. The voice came out of that chunk of slag. And it sounds just like Emperor Morakar's voice from my memory. He wants us to free him. Do you think we should? You've seen this place. It's all about torture. I think they fused the souls of the Emperors into that chunk of metal. Seems like a fitting punishment for anyone who incurred Mehrunes Dagon's wrath. But we need to free them to talk to them. We need to ignite the furnace to melt the slag. I spotted 2 more discharge labrums. If we take that charged lucent and stick it in one, that might get us halfway there. We'll need to find a second lucent, though. There are 2 other discharge labrums. I think we need to ignite the furnace to melt down that slag. Hopefully, that will release whoever is trapped inside, whether it's really Emperor Morakar or not. The furnace has 2 other discharge labrums connected to it. If we move the charged lucent you found to one of them, we'll need to find another lucent for the second. Once both are active, that should ignite the furnace. Up there, a Lucent. Place the charged Lucent in that discharge labyrinth by the wall. Over here, there's a Dynamis font. Let's charge that Lucent. That worked! The Lucent is charged. Now place it in one of the discharge labyrinths. Ignited. Good job.
Released at last. Who must we thank for our freedom?
This is not freedom. No. Simply a respite from the darkness. I remember the traitors at my gates, the blade of the usurper slicing through my flesh. But I hid them away. I did my best to fulfill the bargain. I am Leovic, last of the Longhouse Embassy. But who are you? You have the stink of the traitorous Varen about you. That snake. I knew he was coming. I knew I had to take action. Preserve the plan. Keep the secret. Salvage the contingency. It started with my grandfather, but it was my father who passed the responsibility to me. It was all part of the bargain the Black Drake made with Mehrunes Dagon. We would prepare the four ambitions, and in return, our family would rule forever. I took action. I moved the ambitions to new vaults, safe vaults. Before I could do more, the usurper murdered me. And how did Mehrunes Dagon reward me? By locking me away in a block of metal. And the secret of the Longhouse Emperors died with me.
I still taste the blood of my enemies, those etched beneath my heel. This prison is an insult. I am a conqueror, a god in my own right. My teeth have shred the flesh of hundreds, thousands. I demand the respect I deserve. Has the mortal world already forgotten the name of Dirkarach, the Black Drake, first of the Longhouse Emperors? The plan was mine. Mine! The blood of the Reach sings with fury in my veins. How dare Mehrunes Dagon betray my legacy? Lies. You are tongue of a liar, and I will rip it from your mouth. I will not be swayed by your words. I won't let you betray me. The power promised by the Pact is mine by right. You cannot have it. Away with you!
An eternity of agony was not what the Prince of Destruction promised. I did everything the Black Drake commanded, everything the High Priest instructed, and I gave precise orders to my son. So why the torture? And why is the weapon here? Daughter? You mean the weapon? Why have you brought her here? You cannot let her fall into the hands of Mehrunes Dagon. He reneged on his promise to us. I see no reason to keep our part of the bargain now. You did not know? The girl is one of 4 ambitions of Mehrunes Dagon. But she's not like the other 3. Oh, no. I made a few modifications of my own to the High Priest's ritual. She is not just an ambition. She is my contingency. An Emperor never relies on a single strategy. We were promised power if we delivered the ambitions at the appointed time, but Daedric princes are not to be trusted. So I prepared Mairead as a weapon that could deal with Dagon, should the need arise. My daughter, the fourth ambition, she's the key. Along with the other ambitions, she can call forth the power to banish Mehrunes Dagon. That was my contingency, in case the Prince of Destruction lied, and we needed to send him back to the Deadlands. The Anchorite? Is that what you call Mairead? Ah, use her. Her and the ambitions. Bring my vengeance to the Prince who betrayed us. Go to the Isle of Joys, a retreat not far from here. All the details are there. Ah, someone comes. My ambitions.
I'm an ambition? One of those people Lyranth was talking about? How is that possible?
We are not property or playthings, Morcar.
Sombrin, no!
You are what we created you to be.
You wanted a weapon? Then taste my power!
Oh, Sombrin. Why?
I almost decided not to accompany Lyranth, but now I'm glad she insisted. How else would I have gotten the opportunity to punish the Longhouse Emperors for what they did to us? Finding the last ambition? That's just a welcome surprise.